this edition of the NFL on EA Sports. Today we've got a Week 8 matchup on tap here, as it'll be the Dallas Cowboys taking on the Denver Broncos. And hello again, everyone. Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. And Charles, we look at this Bronco team. And losers their last time out, so they'll look to make amends here.
And one of the best ways you can do that is to be at home, and they are. They're going to try and ride that home crowd and that wave of emotion to a victory in this one.
Meanwhile, for the visitors here, the Cowboys, they come in feeling good after back-to-back victories. Lurching closer toward the midway point of this NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. So here are the Broncos now for their opening drive. And a glance here at their shifty mobile signal caller.
And a year ago when he was drafted, it felt like central casting. Bo Nix coming to the NFL ready to roll, and he surpassed all expectations a season ago and threw for nearly 30 touchdown passes as a rookie. Fell just short with 29, but a huge piece of his team's future.
Brings up second and 10.
Here's 2nd and 10. On the run, this is J.K. Dobbins. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. Little trouble thus far on their opening drive as they come up on a 3rd and 11. Nix to the air. They set up the screen for Dobbins. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. It'll be a loss of 2 on the play. And it'll be 4th down.
Well, Brandon, we could see that play developing, and they were hoping that he was going to be able to put a move on the first guy and turn it into a big play. But no such luck. The speed on defense continues to get better and better in the NFL. Pretty nice example there of those guys being able to run from their assignments and finish off that play.
Oh, able to avoid him. It's a return of 4 following a 42-yard punt. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. Now we'll see what the right arm of Dak Prescott has in store as the Dallas Cowboys offense sets up shop.
And he's coming off of an injury-shortened season where he only played in 8 games, but he's hoping to get back to an all-pro level that he played at a year before. Now, with new weapons in town, he and his team believe they can go deep in the playoffs and have a major impact.
First down. A gain of 19 yards. First down.
Play fake. Here's Prescott. He's got a man. It's his fullback. Here's a 2nd and 8.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
Throwing. Prescott. That's into the hands of Tolbert. It'll be a gain of 5. And now we've got a 3rd down and 3.
5-yard pickup on the play. And it's 3rd down.
To throw is Prescott. He's got his target. That's complete. And this is going to be another 1st down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos' 20-yard line. A sizable 16-yard chunk there. The drive continues.
A gain of 16 yards. And the Cowboy 1st down.
And again, it's Prescott. Nowhere to turn this time, and he goes down. Sacked back at the 29. That one will set him back nearly 10 yards here on 1st down on the sack. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. Prescott to throw it. And this throw incomplete. Well, the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down.
It's now 3rd and 19.
Prescott now. That's going to be caught by Pickens. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. 1st and goal from the 6.
That's another Cowboys 1st down.
On play action, Prescott. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away. They come up here with another shot from the 6-yard line, and it's 2nd and goal now. They'll run here, the former Longhorn with it. And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5.
A gain of 1 yard on the play. It's now 3rd and goal.
Prescott on 3rd and goal. And this is caught for a Cowboy touchdown. Jake Ferguson, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Cowboys are on the board first here this afternoon. Both sides of the football in sync early. You force the 3 and out, and then you take it down, score points.
You know what that tells me? They sold their game plan really well. Head coach said, listen, we're just going to stop them on 3 and out. We're going to take the ball downfield and score. But he also told them how it was going to happen. They're going to run this. We're going to stop it. Then we're going to take the ball. They won't be able to keep up with us. And they got it done.
Now the extra point up and good by Aubrey. And that makes the score 7-0. So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. The Broncos offense, led by their running back, headed out for the 2nd possession. And he's run the ball well to this point in the season, right there in the mix for NFL leaders in rushing. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. We'll get that complete to Vele. 2nd down and 6 now.
Complete to Devon Vele. A gain of 4. It's now 2nd.
They'll run up the gut with Dobbins. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
And the Broncos first down. 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
They'll go again with Dobbins. Now he's able to break to 1 tackle, but it slowed him down enough that he could only manage getting back to the line of scrimmage. The Broncos at 3 and 4 on the year coming into play. And they were losers last time out, trying to turn things around here in this one.
And it always helps to have a home crowd behind you, giving you encouragement as long as you give them something good to cheer about. So, you know, they just want to come out and play well for their faithful, and I expect them to do just that.
A 2-yard pickup makes it 3rd and
to throw. Here's Nix. Pass to the sideline and pulled in. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out.
Broncos first down.
Nix from the shotgun. Got a man open. It's Sutton. These are his numbers from last week's contest. A boatload of catches. 82 yards and a touchdown.
And you can tell early they're going to look his way quite a bit, and he made himself available on that one.
A give up the middle to Dobbins. And he swallowed up right near the line of scrimmage. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2. They're trying to keep the drive going. This will be play number 8. It's 3rd and 2. Now it's Nix. And down he goes. They sack him back right around the 41-yard line. Osa Odighizuwa with the effort there to earn the sack. On 4th down, Jeremy Crawshaw on to punt. He'll send this one into the mile-high air, and it's a good one. And this will be out of bounds, and they spot it at the 15-yard line. Not too bad. 2nd drive forthcoming here for the Dallas Cowboys. And they'll be looking to make this a 2-score advantage. Had the touchdown on their first drive, Charles. Hey, they can get up 2 scores here on the road. That's a heck of a start.
And not only have they thought about it, I wonder if they visualized it. I remember playing, and they used to turn the lights out in our meeting room and run through a situation like this and say, just think about what it would be like to be up on the road and take the crowd out of it. Maybe they did some of that.
Gets it underneath to Blue. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the 20 at the 18. And that one was relatively easy to see. I noticed that from up here.
Yeah, it doesn't take a whole lot, does it? Sometimes you get multiples. What I always love on these offsides is when each side points at the other. Hey, you did it. No, you did it. They deciphered that one correctly.
Now Prescott. His throw incomplete. Well, there defensively for that pass breakup, Dre Greenlaw. They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. When you look at this Bronco defense, this unit currently 7th in the NFL, Charles, in stopping the run.
Most of their challenges have come in the passing game because against the run, they've been pretty darn good. Now you got to figure out a way to slow down those receivers before they get downfield and maybe make a few more plays on the ball when it's in the air.
And the Cowboys going to bring on Brian Anger to punt on 4th down. Back deep to return is Marvin Mims. Call that a 46-yard punt with a net of 40 on the 6-yard return. And the Broncos take over, 1st down and 10. Good starting position for the Broncos here as they come up 1st and 10 at their 38. The drive will commence with a run by J.K. Dobbins. And the big boys up front, they're going to stop him right at the line. 2nd and 10.
No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 38-yard line.
Off the bootleg, here's Nix. A short throw to Ingram. Solid move, but he's corralled just beyond the 40. Now 3rd down and 7.
That's a gain of 3. It's 3rd.
To throw is Nix. And that's going to be incomplete.
Well, this first half has not gone according to plan so far offensively or even defensively for that matter. They could use a big-time spark somewhere, but it's not going to come on this drive as they have to punt this one away.
So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Cowboys will be backed up to start the drive. They'll have it 1st and 10. So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their own 11. A first carry now. This is Williams. And nothing much materializing there on the 1st down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
A 3-yard pickup.
The numbers on the ground for Williams a week ago. North of 100 yards, the 2 scores. And, you know, you got to give a lot of credit to the O-line. We talked a lot about him, but offensive line was good, too.
They're obviously in sync with each other, whether it's zone blocking, power running game, no matter what. He understands how to read them and find the creases that they provide.
Start of the 2nd quarter, and it's the Cowboys in possession as they've got it 2nd and 7. Now a give up the middle to Williams. It'll be a gain of 5, but still about 3 yards shy of the 1st down marker, and now it's 3rd down.
That's a gain of 5. Brings up 3rd and 3.
Here's Prescott. And that is incomplete.
So many times when we talk about coverage, we're just about a defender running with a receiver, but a big part of it is understanding where the football is, finding it. In this case, when it arrived, it wasn't a surprise, and he was able to bat it away.
And a fair catch taken back near about the 35, 36-yard line. So possession goes over here on the punt. And they will take over 1st and 10. Throwing Nix. And he will find his man Sutton. That's complete. That's a good way to start the drive. 17 yards and a 1st down.
And the Broncos 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
A promising sign there from an offense that hasn't done a whole lot to this point. Nice job to locate the open receiver, and it's good yardage and a 1st down to open the drive.
Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by DeMarvion Overshow. And the Cowboys are going to take over at their own 28-yard line. CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape, he's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line. Here's Williams to start the drive. And he stopped immediately there. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
It's a loss of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 28-yard line.
Now Prescott. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Ferguson. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
15 yards. And the Cowboys first down. A gain of 15.
Off the play fake, Prescott.
Cowboys.
This one swung out to Williams. 2nd down and 4.
A 6-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd and 4.
Looking to throw. Prescott.
28-yard line.
He'll find Lamb. That's complete. And Lamb going to have a Cowboys first down as a tackle made at the 42.
Good for a Cowboys.
Up the middle, it's Williams. And he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call.
Offense.
So nice run there, but negated by the illegal block in the back.
Yeah, and on that type of a play as a receiver, you just want to kind of hold your guy up on the outside, do a little stalk blocking with him. But this time, got a little too aggressive, and that came the flag.
So the completion good for 7 there, and it'll be 2nd down.
A gain of 7 brings up 2nd down at the 37-yard line.
Off the draw, here's Williams. And he'll fight forward maybe to the line of scrimmage, but that's all. It'll only be a gain of a yard, and it sets up a 3rd down and 4 now.
Brings up 3rd and 4.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. On 3rd down, they run with Bloom. And that one opened up for him well as he'll take this down to the 26-yard line. Give him 10 there, good enough for a Cowboy first down.
Cowboys first down.
Partner, if you want more carries, I think we saw how you get him. Showed that he's got the fresh legs, and he picked up the first down on that run. Don't just ask for him. Show him that you're supposed to get the football.
And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage.
A gain of a yard. Brings up
They'll try to throw now. Prescott trying to set up a screen for Blue. They get 7 there on the screen. It'll set up a 3rd down.
Number 34, Jaden Blue. A 7-yard gain on the play. And it's 3rd down.
They'll try and run for it. Here's Williams. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. Now, during that run, an injury here. We got one of those big blockers in some discomfort. We'll step aside and get a report when we come back to Denver. Prescott off play action. Got his tight end. That's complete. That's Ferguson. And inside the 5 here before he's out of bounds right at the 3.
Brings up 2nd and goal at the 3-yard line.
Throwing. Prescott. And that is caught. Touchdown, Cowboys. 2 first-half touchdown passes now for Dak Prescott. And the Cowboys have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. Well, he wasn't the guy they were initially going for, but after going through the progressions, it worked.
When you have plenty of people who can catch the football, you don't always have to go to your primary target, and sometimes that target is actually covered. Nice job coming off of that and getting it to someone who is open.
And the man out of the backfield gets in for the score. Aubrey good with a PAT. And that'll make the score 14-0.
Broncos nothing.
So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. Ooh, with a juke. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. Denver's offense now set to go. Yeah, they dipped a game below 500 following the loss last week. And you get the sense that maybe this team's at a little bit of a crossroads here.
Yeah, I think that's a really good way to put it, because what's that old malaprop? If you come to a fork in the road, take it. Because this crew, they're losing ground fast. They've got to start winning some ball games. And the good teams, they're starting to separate themselves, and these guys are being left behind.
From the 32-yard line now, here's second down and 1. Another run here with Dobbins. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. A shotgun snap and a give to Dobbins. Oh, nifty juke there.
Not much fun for a guy trying to tackle him.
And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. A big hitter there. A first down gain of 26 yards.
1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
Well, partner, I have to say they called him in the right defense there. Nickel set, 5th defensive back on the field, and they love to run against that because now you typically get a bigger blocker on a smaller defender.
Yeah, because those DBs like you, they want the interception. They're not as worried about the running play, right?
Not at all. I still remember being in school, and one of my offensive line teammates used to say, boy, I'd love to come downfield and hit you little people.
Good run there. Operating from the gun, here's Nix. And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 19. A new set of downs after a strong pickup of 16 yards.
1st and 10 at the 19-yard line.
On 1st and 10, it's Dobbins. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
At the Cowboys' 20-yard line.
Here's Nix. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Sutton. This offense so far on 3rd down, they've only converted once in 4 tries. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. 2 minutes to play, first half. It's 14-0. They'll try to run for it with Dobbins. And the broken tackle helps lead to a first down gain. And 5 yards on the play there as the drive will continue. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. This is 1st and goal and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime. Nix to the air. And this is caught by Sutton. Touchdown Broncos. A 5-yard touchdown catch. And the Broncos have got it back to within a score. And down near the goal line here, they're able to throw it in.
And the key word, quick. Quick hitter. Out of his hands fast, into the receiver's hands even faster.
Will Lutz on for the point after. And that one makes it 14-7. A good drive that time as they go 9 plays in all. And Cortland Sutton able to finish things off with the touchdown reception. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. Dak Prescott on the offense heading back onto the field. Last drive, surgeon-like, dare I say. 7 for 7. That'll help your QB rating.
It will indeed, won't it? Can you figure out QB rating? Can you do it? Can you do the formula?
No, I just know the higher the number, the better.
Yeah, that's what I've been told, too.
I know.
I know that in the NFL, 158.3 is the number they're all trying to get to. I think he was that on that last drive.
Prescott. Now he's going to step up and run. Prescott able to get down there at the end on the slide, and he has the first as well. Opted to run for it. The decision a good one. Picking up the first, getting 14 yards on the scramble. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Here's Prescott. That'll be complete to Blue. And he showed off the athletic juke. Good little gain there. Not a whole lot of real estate, but a nice carry. The Cowboys going to use their second timeout now, as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. So not quite a first down just yet as they come up on second and less than a yard. Prescott to throw it. Now he'll tuck this and run, and he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. It's a gain of 12, and the Cowboys pick up the first.
First down. First and 10 at the 21-yard line.
To throw is Prescott. He finds Pickens over the middle. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. 3 touchdown passes now for Dak Prescott. And the Cowboys would extend their lead here just before halftime.
And that's a lead that excites a team as they head into the half. Good way to finish things off.
Yeah, able to extend that lead, and you always say it, that can totally change the complexion of half number 2.
Yeah, it changes your morale, changes your outlook. But even before that, let's see if they decide to kind of squib kick or what they're going to do on the kickoff, because you don't want to give up a big play right before the half ends.
Good point. So 6 seconds, all that remains of this first half as the kick is away. And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here. The Broncos onto the field ready to start their next drive. And with 5 seconds to go, this will likely be our final play. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. So halftime straight ahead. It is time to join our good friend Scott Hanson. He's got our EA Sports halftime report.
All right, Brandon, thanks much. Welcome in, everyone, to the Orlando studios. Scott Hanson with you for a quick halftime report. We'll let both sides catch their breath and get their orange wedges as we're going to get ready for the third quarter action. So let's go back out to the stadium as we rejoin our broadcast team, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
All right, Scott, thanks very much. And we welcome all of you back here on EA Sports for quarter number 3. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. Out come the Cowboys now as they'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 just shy of the 30. He'll hand this to Williams to start things out. And tough going there as he'll only get it up to about the 31. From the 31, here's a 2nd and 8. Prescott now. Oh, a first mistake for him in the ball game as it's intercepted. Picked off by John A. Barron. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line. But pretty much everything went their way offensively in the first half, but now an interception on the opening drive of the third quarter.
As we know, the key to everything here, don't get careless with the football. The problem is you've got to stay aggressive as well. So where's the line between being aggressive and attacking and being overly aggressive? I think they just crossed it on that one.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. They'll try to draw here with Dobbins. On a nice burst there as he'll take this inside the 30 to the 28-yard line. 64 yards rushing on 12 carries for him now. Seemed like they picked an excellent time there, Charles, to go with the draw play.
They certainly did. Caught him a little over-eager trying to get into the backfield and get to the quarterback. They used their speed and their aggressiveness against them, didn't they?
And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6. 2nd and 6.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6 at the 24-yard line.
Dobbins running out of the gun. 3 yards is half of what they needed. Now can they get the other 3 here on third down?
On the tackle. That's a gain of 3. Brings up 3rd and 3.
To throw, here's Nix. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he will have the Broncos first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 11-yard line.
Another nice play there. They've gotten down into the red zone in no time at all. That's what this offense can do when they get on a roll. And now they're set up with a 1st and 10.
And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
And now you have to wonder, partner, at what point in time do they forget the running game? It's been a struggle so far in this one. I would think they'd have to start throwing it a little bit more.
2nd and 11. Finds his tight end Ingram. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. Here's the 7th play of this drive. This is 3rd and 4.
Makes it 3rd and 4.
Now it's Nix. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
They'll go for it. Here's Nix. And this is caught for a Bronco touchdown. Marvin Mims from 4 yards out. And the Broncos take a chance, but they find pay dirt on 4th and goal. That's a score you felt they had to have here in the third quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there was an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard, you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
What's good on the extra point? And they're back within a touchdown at 21-14. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. So here are the Cowboys to take over. They've won 2 straight, and they lead this one as well as they come up on 1st and 10. Looking to put a drive together. Now Prescott. Finding Williams on the check down. Here's a 2nd and 5.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd.
They'll set up a throw.
At the 34-yard.
They'll swing this out to Blue. That one a 1st down pickup of 8.
That was a pretty favorable situation there. What would you call that? 2nd and manageable? Smart play, too. Didn't force it downfield when he didn't have it. Just checked it down, let him get the 1st down, and that's exactly what he did.
Able to hit his target Lamb. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. Now it looks like we've got a Bronco that's banged up on the play. We'll step aside and get a report when we come back to Denver. So the 14 yards actually takes him from 143 to the other for 1st and 10. Now a 1st down carry. It's Williams. And his rough afternoon continues. He's going nowhere again. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
At the 43-yard line.
Here's Prescott. Pass complete to Tolbert on the crossing route. And this is going to be another 1st down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos' 20-yard line. 23 yards the pickup there.
Cowboys, 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 20-yard line.
Now a handoff. Here's Williams. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Hit and drop behind the line by Dre Greenlaw.
I think it's pretty evident we can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, He ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they've stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively. And now it brings up third down. And he's going to be taken down here. A sack back at the 32. Multiple defenders getting home there for a loss of 11.
Okay, I'm not sure you could actually draw a better pass rush than that one right there. Nowhere to go outside. He had to keep backing up and backing up and backing up. Eventually dropped for a huge loss.
So on fourth down, Prescott off, and on is Aubrey for the Cowboy field goal. And this one looks good. It is good. Right down the pipe. And the lead works its way up to 10, 24-14. So 3 points, response there to that opening touchdown of this third quarter.
And that's an important 3, both in terms of adding to your lead, but also letting the other guys know you're not going to just come out in the second half and take over.
And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. The Broncos offense and veteran receiver Cortland Sutton getting set for their next drive. And you see the numbers for him into this third quarter. They just pop off the screen. He has been open throughout. To throw is Nix. And he will go down. A Cowboys sack. He couldn't get rid of it. He takes a sack for a loss of 6 to bring up second down. He found his way into the backfield, and he simply would not be denied.
Well, they say that life's all about opportunities, and that holds true when you're playing defense as well. How about him seeing that chance, making the most of it, did a great job of wrapping him up and bringing him down.
And they'll get to him quickly here as he'll get a yard, just a yard to the 22. Not the start to the drive they were hoping for. That run doesn't get them much at all.
No, not at all. And that leaves them with third and long, which means you got to dial up something pretty good. Think your best player with a play that he likes to run best.
Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. A pass for Sutton is intercepted. Picked off by Savon Rebel. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Cowboy defense has a touchdown. That offense trying to erase that deficit, get a little bit closer here and climb back into this game in the third quarter. Instead, they further their disadvantage, Charles, with a pick six.
And that defense came out willing to do anything necessary to defend that lead. I think they looked around the huddle and said, who's going to make the big play? Who's it going to be? And the person just ended up in the end zone with the football. He was the one that answered the bell.
The extra point up and good by Aubrey. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. The Broncos offense and their running back getting set to go once more. And as you take a look at the numbers, you have to imagine he was the topic of the halftime talk for this defense. We've got to find a way to slow him down. That's probably what they're saying. But nothing that they have done has worked so far. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done.
That's good for a Broncos first down.
Here's a give to Dobbins. And boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain. Second and 10 now. Third quarter action in Denver.
Second and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Throwing Nix. He'll get that complete to Vele. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down.
A 1-yard pickup brings up third.
Operating from the gun. Nix. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys 35.
We often hear the phrase sure-handed tight ends, and he certainly fits into that category. Plus, he's got a quarterback who knows to look his way when they need a big pickup. And on this play, he finds it for the first down.
And they see right through that defensively as he'll be hit and taken down to the backfield. Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss.
36-yard line.
Back to throw. Nix. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. This will be play number 7 on the drive. 3rd and a yard.
Brings up 3rd and 1.
And they'll let their fullback try and push the pile. And he's going to run into a brick wall right in the middle of the field, and I don't think he got there. Calling no gain that time, and they're going to be left looking up at a 4th and 1. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter has come to a close. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back now to Denver. It's the Broncos trailing, but they do have possession of the football as we begin quarter number 4.
A 43-yard attempt.
The kick by Lutz is good, and that will close the gap down to 14. Well, with that field goal, you can argue they needed to get back within 2 scores, and they did indeed do that, but still a pretty uphill battle.
Still going to take 2 fourth-quarter touchdowns to get back into it. And as you and I know, that's a tall order against any NFL defense. They're going to need their own defense to make some plays as well to give them an opportunity.
And they were regular down a couple yards shy of the 30. The Cowboys offense and Dak Prescott getting ready to go once more. And he has been masterful so far in leading this offense. He's kept the mistakes to a minimum. He's been on point with his passes, and he's generally been one step ahead of this defense all game long. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
It's a gain of 14 yards. And the Cowboys first down.
Here's a quick throw by Dak, complete out wide. From the 42-yard line, here's the 2nd down and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
They'll hand it off now. Williams. Stiff-armed him. And he's taken down, but not before he gets to the Broncos' 21-yard line. That one good for 37 yards.
For a Cowboys first down. 1st and 10 at the 21-yard line.
At carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
No gain on the play.
Looking to throw. Prescott. Pickens on the slant. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. Now it looks like we've got a Bronco that's banged up on the play. We'll step aside and get a report when we come back to Denver. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal. Throwing. Prescott. Touchdown, Cowboys! Dak Prescott now 4 touchdown passes on the afternoon. And the Cowboys are closing in on a 3rd straight win as they widen the gap further here in the 4th quarter. Boy, he has been fun to watch throwing the football in this one. It's certainly not fun for that defense, though, Charles. Now up to 4 touchdown passes in this ball game.
Yeah, we're supposed to be neutral, but I'm feeling their pain right now because he has absolutely carved up this secondary. A clinic on how to attack a defense and take them out of the game.
Aubrey good with a PAT. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21.
17.
So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. Now the Broncos offense, they get set to head back onto the field. Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, it's a good way of pointing things out because now it's not a total loss because, as you said, they've scored some points, so there's some plays they can build on, moments where the game plan actually worked. But overall, though, they were just out-personnel. They were going up against a team that's playing at an elite level. But one thing I do know, these guys on defense, they don't want this game to end. They're winning by multiple touchdowns. They've shut down the opposing quarterback in a big way, and they're still picking up sacks as we approach the end of this one.
And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20. Here's Nix. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here. The Broncos on 3rd down. They're right at about the league average, 40%, 4 for 10. This will be 3rd and a mile. Nix to the air. On the slant, completes to Sutton. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down.
Gain of 21 yards. That's good for a Broncos.
Back to throw now on 1st down. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And it's picked up by the Cowboys. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line.
And with that kind of a deficit, you can't afford to make any kind of mistakes. But it's been pretty symptomatic of what we've seen all game with them, isn't it? Down this big in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, you'd say an afternoon to forget, absolutely. Dallas offense set for this next drive. And they have to be feeling pretty good. Comfortable fourth quarter lead as they take over following the fumble recovery. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. A toss to the wide side. This is Williams. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Brings up 2nd and 12 at the 36-yard line.
Off the play fake, Prescott. And he's going to drop this off to Williams, complete. A nickel set defensively for the Broncos here on 3rd down.
He steps out of bounds right at the line of scrimmage.
Now Prescott. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And this is caught for a Cowboy touchdown. CeeDee Lamb with his 2nd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Cowboys up the lead to 4 scores now here in this 4th quarter. And you wonder now if he might be able to remove the helmet, put on the baseball cap, and watch the rest of this one from the sideline. His 5th touchdown pass of the game.
Say that again. Did you say 5th touchdown pass of the game?
Yes, sir.
But that's a heck of a performance, isn't it? Because they've had no answer for him at all game long. Receivers have been open constantly, and he hasn't missed a single one of them.
Broncos 17.
So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. And Denver getting set to take the field. Right now, they're in a bit of a tough spot here, CD. You trail them by double digits. Remember the last time out, they fumbled. They're going to have to play some clean football here on this possession.
And all the talk on their sideline has been about taking care of the football, making sure that they're handling the ball correctly. So you know they'll be squeezing the rock pretty tight here. They just have to be careful not to go so hard at doing that they actually cause themselves other problems. Take care of the ball, but still try and play free and natural.
1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Right back to Dobbins on 1st. And he's got this one across midfield into Cowboy territory. 2nd down and a little more than a yard here.
A gain of 9 brings up 2nd and 1.
They'll go again with Dobbins. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. Option play, and they'll hand to Dobbins. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
That's good for a Broncos.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5. Here's 2nd and 4 from the 24.
Brings up 2nd and 4.
Off the play fake, Nix. Now a run, and he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. They push him back 8 yards that time on 2nd down.
Guys with his talent in the pocket aren't supposed to be getting hit like this, and you know an intense conversation with the offensive line is going to occur after this one. Might not be from him, but the offensive line coach will have plenty to say about this game.
7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. To throw, here's Nix. He's going to let this go for the end zone. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. They're going. It's Nix. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Broncos unable to convert here on 4th. And it'll be a turnover on downs. Well, that's another mistake there on the drop pass on 4th, and we've seen them do things like this all game.
It's not hard to figure out why they're down by that deficit. They haven't made plays that are going to keep them in the game or win the game all game long. That's another example right there. It all boils down at the end of it to execution. Either you make the play or you don't.
Just need a yard here. 2nd and 1. Now Dak on the option left. 14 yards that time, and a 1st down on the keeper.
It's a gain of 14 yards. And the Cowboys, 1st down. 1st and 10.
Well, that's the fear any defense has when the quarterback gets involved in the running game. You don't usually account for him, and he's hurting them today.
Yeah, he's been very involved in the running game. Defensively, when you got the coverage good downfield, how do you account for him, though?
Occasionally, you start to spy him. Take someone that has the same agility, who can dance with him, run with him, and try and keep him in the pocket.
That'll be especially critical here as we come down the stretch in the 4th. And this is Lamb on the end around. 4 yards on the pickup there as they get it back to a more manageable 3rd and 7.
It's a gain of 4. Makes it 3rd and 7.
Prescott now. And that will be incomplete. A CD, they're up big, but they're still passing it. I mean, this is an offense that's had a lot of success in this game, and it seems like they're just having fun out there.
And it does feel like there's been a shift out there, doesn't it, partner? Listen, if you're up, you can continue to do what you want to do. It's up to the other team to make you change how you do things. They'll continue to throw it around until stopped.
Now Cortland Sutton and the rest of the offense getting ready for their next drive. And I know that they've double-teamed him a couple times, but not a ton. Whatever they're doing isn't working. He's up over 100 yards. We'll see how they adjust.
And when they do that, they weaken their defense in other places as well. And how many times have we done games where we've seen a guy have a big game like this? But it's usually not by himself, is it? Usually it opens it up for other people in big games as well.
A 6-yard pickup.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Bronco football as we get your reset here. They're looking at 2nd down now as they search for a consolation score. Over the middle, he finds Vele. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
A gain of 10 yards.
Now it's Nix. A short throw to Ingram. Now a 2nd and 6. Nix to throw again. He'll swing this out to Dobbins. They'll give him 4 yards there. And now we've got a 3rd and 3. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And it's a fumble. Oh, and one of the linebackers has got it. And they have the football and will take over at the 24-yard line. And I don't know that that fumble is going to matter a whole lot. You look at the deficit here in the fourth. It doesn't matter. The coach on the sideline still scratching his head.
Yeah, not only scratching his head, but probably writing a note or two about, we're going to address this come practice next week, because maybe that's the reason we're down this far. Doesn't matter at this point, but being sloppy throughout the game, not going to help them improve.
And now Dallas gets set to take the field. And they're looking at a third straight win here if they can hold on. They begin the drive with Williams. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line.
Out of bounds.
Second down and 3.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3.
Again, it's Williams. And he'll just get back to the line of scrimmage, if that. And with a flag on the field. And that one looks to be in the area where someone was held. Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty. Now we give up the middle to Williams. And he stopped immediately there. Maybe a gain of a yard that time, but yeah, from the spot, actually no gain. So 3rd and long.
And it's 3rd down.
Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends, and understandably so. Not only did they get the win, but boy, their offense was on fire in this ball game.
And, partner, I have no idea what the top speed is on one of those high-end sports cars. What's the top gear you can get into? This offense, they certainly were there in this one, huh? Everything clicking for them in this contest, the kind of performance that they're going to cherish.
So for Dallas, the loss would have really hurt. It stands. It's an important win as they move to 3-5 on the year. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for the Broncos, they fall 2 games under 500 now at 3-5. And they'll look to regroup next week as they head to Houston to take on the Texans. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, we thank our entire crew. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This is the NFL on EA Sports.